Are you looking for the best 4K Blu-ray players? In this video we will look at some of the best 4K Blu-ray players. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Panasonic DP-UB820. It's the balance of features and performance that makes the Panasonic DP-UB820 the best dollar for dollar, pound for pound 4K UHD Blu-ray player you can buy. It covers every worthwhile HDR format, including both Dolby Vision and HDR10 plus dynamic metadata. It's compatible with the most prevalent spatial audio formats too, including Dolby Atmos and DTS stacks, which means there's no need to peer at the small print of your discs to make sure you're getting the best version of your content. You most certainly are. And in this player's hands, the best version looks and sounds an absolute treat. Colors are punchy, detail levels are stratospheric, contrasts are stark, and control of edges, patterns, and skin tones is absolute. Sound is bold and authoritative, with similarly impressive levels of detail available and an extremely deft way with dynamic variations. There are 7.1 channel analog outputs too, in case your system needs the DP-UB820 to take care of decoding those spatial audio soundtracks. The player has an HDR optimizer feature, which lets you tweak HDR performance depending on your specific circumstances, so if you're in a brightly lit room, extra brightness can be dialed into your picture to compensate. And in addition to the usual remote control handset, the player is compatible with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant voice control. It's no great shakes as a CD player, true, but when you balance that minor shortcoming against everything the DP-UB820 gets so very right, it's an almost churlish observation. This is a superb all-rounder. Number 2. Sony UBP-X700. There are more affordable 4K UHD Blu-ray players, sure, but they are, without exception, false economies. If you want proper audio-video performance without breaking the bank, the Sony UBP-X700 is where it's at. With Dolby Vision and HDR10 support, it covers most eventualities where HDR is concerned, and, given some appropriate content to deal with, its pictures are brilliantly detailed and convincing. Sony's picture processing is fated for a reason, and the images available here are above and beyond what the price suggests might be available. Audio performance is strong too, with support for Dolby Atmos and DTS-X soundtracks. The Sony will even do a decent job with music, thanks to its 24-bit/192 kHz high-res audio capability. And its smart interface is good, with Netflix and Amazon Prime available in their highest possible quality. Materials and build quality are nothing special, it's true, but when you balance that against this machine's performance, it's easy to overlook. Number 3. Sony PlayStation 5. PlayStations have supported Blu-ray playback ever since the format first launched. The PS3 was one of the best of the early players around. And while chances are you fancy a PS5 for its undoubted gaming prowess, you shouldn't overlook the fact that it's a very accomplished 4K UHD Blu-ray player too. Where color fidelity, detail retrieval, and contrast are concerned, this Sony is giving nothing away to dedicated disc players. It doesn't support any HDR dynamic metadata standards, so there's not quite the visual pop that you get from more focused players, but when you consider Sony's wider skill set, that's just about acceptable. Sound is full-bodied and detailed, and there's been a software upgrade that allows compatibility with Dolby Atmos for gaming as well as for movies. So whether you choose to get your leisure time kicks actively or passively, the Sony PlayStation 5 has you covered, and in some style. Number 4. Panasonic DP-UB9000. Yes, this is quite a lot of money for a 4K UHD Blu-ray player, especially one that doesn't support SACD or DVD multi-channel music. But if you're interested in finding out just what is on those 4K Blu-rays of yours without spending properly silly money, the Panasonic DP-UB9000 is the way forward. From the moment it's out of its packaging, the Panasonic is all business. It's built from aluminum, to guard against disruptive vibrations, on the outside, and on the inside its premium, high-end componentry ensures outstanding picture and sound quality. It's no easy feat, but the DP-UB9000 manages to combine out-and-out punch with real subtlety where image quality is concerned. Its color palette seems limitless, it piles on the details in every circumstance, and the depth of field it can create is prodigious. It covers all the HDR bases, too, so it's ready and able to do the business with any appropriate 4K UHD Blu-ray disc. And when it comes to upscaling your legacy disc collection, it's the most accomplished upscaler this sort of money can buy, and by a distance. It's a very acceptable CD player too, which only adds to its attractiveness. It's a shame this outlay doesn't buy compatibility with multi-channel audio formats, true, but why ask for the moon when Panasonic has already given you the stars?